Fast 29, live from Rockingham Speedway, the United States Online Racing League Track and Turf Truck Series, live from the Rock. It's the Cookout 120, and this is the Countdown to Green, presented by Cure SMA. Chris Pickett here with you alongside my boys in the booth, Dale Barham and Jamie Zalecki. Boys, we're looking forward to this one here tonight. Truck Series, Rockingham, always a fun time. Looking forward to this one tonight. Dale, what do you think about this one tonight as far as track conditions go tonight?
Looks pretty warm. You know, Rockingham is one of those tracks where tire wear is important. You know, I'm not sure how many tires these guys had. Jamie will know. But usually you kind of want to conserve your tires early. You don't want to use them up too much to, gain position later on in the race. So hopefully we're going to see a lot of tire strategy play out in this race tonight.
Jamie, you've talked to the guys down in the pit area and the garages today about that tire situation. What have they been telling you?
Yeah, Chris, I was able to talk to a couple of guys down in the garage area before tonight's race, and I don't think tires, it's Rockingham, yeah, it kind of eats up tires, but the data I'm seeing, I don't know if it's going to be that huge of a deal. We have 120 laps tonight, 3 sets of tires, and you can go about 50 laps on a tank of fuel. Yeah, if I'm behind the wheel, you're going to pit me and give me 4 fresh tires every time there's a caution out, but I don't know. I think we're going to use all 3 sets of tires, and I think we're going to be okay.
Rockingham known for chewing up tires, but there was a fairly recent repave not too long ago here. So the tire wear is not quite as dramatic as maybe you remember from when Cup was here back in the 90s and early 2000s before they shut the place down. But now it's back, a little bit fresher rubber, but you can see Steven Merzlak gets loose off of 2 there. This place is still treacherous as it always has been. Very uniquely shaped track as well. It's a D-shaped oval. It's got different banking in turns 1 and 2 than it does in 3 and 4. And that makes for a very challenging trek around this track.
It's kind of like the northern or, southern version of Phoenix in a way, with the dog leg,
Yeah, that's a good comparison, yeah.
Yeah, this was always one of my least favorite tracks on the schedule. I could just never get the car planted right through 3 and 4. It was rough, let me tell you.
I just think that's a skill issue, Jamie.
Yeah, you're probably right, and that's why I'm up in the booth, which I'm surprised you let me back up here tonight, but here we are.
Hey, good help is really difficult to find, right, Dale?
Hey, Rockingham, it's kind of a bigger version of, North Wilkesboro, those old school short tracks, but it just has a little bit more progressive banking, but it's still... I can't use that word because we're a trial-friendly broadcast, but it is a hassle to get your car to rotate in those corners, though.
I don't want to know where he went with that. I don't know, Jamie.
It's probably better not to ask.
Yeah, it's not ask. Yeah.
I can always use the word.
No, it's too early. We just started. keep some of those swear jar words in the bank for a little while there.
I got you.
Guys, one thing I'm seeing during this warm-up session is a lot of drivers are practicing that pit road entry. That signals to me that a lot of these guys think that we're going to have green flag pit stops, and I think that's going to be exciting at a track this size. We're finally off the super speedways. We can get some green flag pit stops, see some strategy play out. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's something too. It's been a while since we've actually broadcasted a non-drafting track, so that's a little bit different for us too. So that's going to be fun to do tonight as well. Real quick, I do want to take a look real quick at the point standings after Auto Club. Obviously, we did not broadcast last week's race. Garrett Sidnor was the winner last week, so we'll go ahead and take a look at the standings after Auto Club last week. You can see Garrett Sidnor and Dallas Frew, they're the 2 winners. So we discussed this a couple weeks ago. Just a reminder, we are separating the winners out by adding 10,000 points per win to the drivers that win, so that way you can see where they stack up in relation to everybody else that has not won. So Garrett and Dallas are at the top. Shane Therian, Steven Merzlak, Huang Do round up the top 5. And there you see a little adjustment here because they just gridded up. So everything you just saw now no longer makes sense because we're live. So there you go. But you saw where they were as of the start of the race. All right, well, we'll grid them up, and while we're gridding them up, let's go ahead and take a look at our starting grid tonight. It's brought to you by, as always, Johns Peterson, a Jamie Zalecki company. Tom Bourne is your pole sitter alongside Nicholas Badimlik. Row 2, Shane Darian and Stephen Merzlak. Row 3, Bronson Stafford and the Daytona winner Dallas Frew. Matthew Rodriguez and Dylan Poteet in row 4. Row 5, Tommy Bordeaux back in action in the classic Norm Benning look 57 alongside Doug DeNice. In row 6 is Blake Trowick alongside Michael Murata. Row 7, last week's winner Garrett Sidnor and Richard Coletti. Row 8, Dewey Schramm actually shows up tonight alongside Matt Muir. He's going to hate me for that, but that's okay. Noah Joyce alongside Joseph Weaver in row 9. I told him I'd call him out about it. There's your guy, Jamie.
That's John MF Peterson starting P19 back on row 10. The MF stands for my friend. He lines up beside Hondo in the 06.
Row 11's Joey Chapman and Austin Spencer. Row 12, Cam Barnes and Darren Ingram. Row 13, Tyler Rush and Tyson Lesher. Zach Krastowski and Antonio Ruiz in row 14. Row 15 is Joey Stefanu and Nick Baker. And I guess that's the end of the field. I just decided not to show anything else. That's good. Okay, so there you go. There's your starting lineup. Here we go, guys. 120 laps from Rockingham. Pace truck dives off into pit lane. Green flag in the air. We're racing at the Rock.
And that was kind of a very mixed, qualifying. There are a bunch of cars further down the field that we're used to seeing further up. Wondering if your cars are set up for, some long-run pace over short-term pace. We'll see how that plays out tonight.
Yeah, one truck I have my eye on tonight is that 90 of Stephen Merzlak. He's got that hot rod dialed in. He was at the top of the board the entire practice session. I'm guessing he's got it set up for the long run and just didn't quite have the pace in qualifying for the pole.
Ooh, a little bit of contact back there between Rodriguez. It looked like maybe Stafford back there.
Also, guys, I think we need to point out, happy Casey Kane Tuesday. I mean, Dewey Schramm and the Schramm Motorsports trucks, those are beautiful rides.
Always, always. Oh, there's a group of people we forgot to shout out before the broadcast, Chris.
Who was it?
Mother's Day was just this past Sunday.
Oh, you're definitely right. Yeah, we definitely messed that up.
It's over.
Too
We're
late
on the
now.
next holiday.
It's
Casey
over.
Kane Tuesday.
We gotta remember Father's Day. Mark it on the calendar.
Bourne leads the way. Shane Terrian runs in second. Badimlik falls back into third. Stafford fourth. Rodriguez fifth.
Yeah, bit of a calm opening lap. Like, it looks like everybody's kind of feeling each other out. Joey Chapman back up in 16th place has gained about 5 spots. So has Cam Barnes. Highest other car to move up so far, up to 5th place right now, is Matthew Rodriguez right now running in 5th. Up 2 positions.
Yeah, one of the trucks back toward the back. He found that wall that juts out there off turn 2. Saw some sparks fly there.
Yeah, everybody seems to be favoring that low line right there.
Battle continues back here. Merzlak clears Frew off turn 4. Dylan Poteet just behind, trying to figure out a way around the Daytona winner.
Yeah, you're definitely right. We're just not seeing any pace on the outside line in the opening stage of this race. I hope it gets rubbered in here and we can get a high line going on later, get some side-by-side racing, maybe make it a little bit easier for these guys to make some passes.
I mean, potentially before green flag laps pit in, or green flag pits, tire wear kicking in, potentially you'll see guys starting to drift up, use that middle groove.
Tommy Bordeaux back in the USRL after a little bit of a break. He currently runs in 9th behind Dylan Poteet in the 31. That is probably the best throwback I've ever seen. Simple but effective. Love it. Norm! Anyway, I just aged myself about 40 years, but that's okay. I just turned that this week, so I'm allowed to do that.
Congrats.
I made it that far.
I'm dreading making that far. Only got a couple years left on a little ticker.
Same.
Ooh, that is a hit on the wall on the outside. Wow.
It looked like it might have been Tommy Bordeaux in that Norm truck.
We're gonna call it that the rest of the night, aren't we? Norm!
It seems likely.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. It's perfectly fine.
It's your fault if we do.
You blame me for most things. That's okay.
Hey, you're the boss, man.
Yeah, you got control.
I do. Tom Bourne's led, I believe, if I pull this graphic up, yes, he's led all 12 laps.
All 12, yeah.
That was an easy graphic to make, guys. Congratulations.
Well done, well done.
Yes.
Will it be a flag to flag, though, is the question.
Well, we'll see if this chart here makes any change later. We'll obviously use that for better purposes later. We just want to make, we just did that for the meme.
I mean, you could always throw it up for Cam Barnes, currently highest gainer so far in the race, about 8 positions.
Well, let's take a look at it. There's Cam. Yeah. Started 23rd. He's worked his way up to 15th. Doug DeNice just behind. Good call there. We actually used him for actual good. Well, let's also take a look and see how he's doing in reference to the leader. About 6.8 seconds behind, but he is losing about a quarter of a second a lap to Tom Bourne right now over the course of the last 5 laps.
He's got more traffic to deal with than Tom does.
Yeah, Tom's got that clean air, baby. Oh, and he just lost who he was racing with in front there. Oh, it's Chapman. That makes sense. Joey. Always having a little bit of technical issues there, unfortunately. Back up front. Bourne continues to lead Terrian by about a second and a third.
He is pushing because he also has the fastest lap of the race so far, so he is not holding back at all.
Nothing being held back by the 16 right now.
Yes, that's what they say about SVG, and he always surprises all the NASCAR commentators. But those of us who watched supercars back in the day, we all knew SVG was just kind of out there pacing himself. Do we think Tom Bourne's doing the same thing, just playing with the field a little bit here? I think he is.
I mean, they have 3 tire changes? If his car's looks like his car has both a good mix of long run pace and short run pace based on the fact he qualified up there. So he's gonna be a class all his own for the rest of the race, it looks like. The only thing that could probably hamper him would probably be a bad green flag pit stop.
Got a battle back here between, well, we had it. There we go. Of Dallas Frew, we got Dylan Poteet down on the bottom. Bordeaux, Rodriguez just behind. Poteet trying to move up.
Chris, I don't think Dylan wants to watch the side-by-side battle. He keeps taking us to the other battle.
Well, guess what? I'm going to force him to. And I think it finally worked.
Dylan gets that spot right now, up into 6th place.
Ooh! Threw off the wall, off turn 2. Bordeaux ducks low. That was a pretty solid hit by the 95 there. Yellow!
Looks like Joey Chapman.
Oh, we got trouble on the backstretch.
Darren Ingram, Joseph Weaver. Sounds like a big one.
Yep, Ingram involved on the backstretch. There's Weaver. It's on board Krastowski. Not sure if he was involved or not. Well, let's rack this up, see what we see here. Off turn 2. Oops. And the camera decided to do its thing again. Hold up. Let's restart.
Dylan.
Let's reset it. Let's try it again.
Gotta lock Dylan in the cabinet.
Off turn 2, Peterson. I don't know if he got into Chapman or not, but he definitely got into him there. And then on the outside, you can see just barely out of the screen there, you saw Weaver and Ingram get together. So we get a slightly different look at this. Yeah, there's a little bit of contact there maybe between the 43 and the 60.
Yeah, I think Peterson may have just slid up the track just a little
bit. Outside there, like Weaver and Ingram were trying to avoid rush on the outside. Just a little casual contact, no wall hit there. Looked worse than it actually was there. And Krastowski wasn't involved at all. Looked like he was sliding through there.
Just sliding through there, yep.
We have our leaders making their green flag, our yellow flag pit stops right now. We're still under caution here at the Rock.
Yeah, that hit took Peterson. Looks like that hit took Peterson out of the race so far. Didn't look that hard on the replay, but...
Yeah, John might need a lovable critter after that hit.
He could use a hug.
And where can he purchase a lovable critter?
I'm glad you asked. You can go to an Etsy shop named Lovable Critters and get your own little lovable critter. Chris, Dale, how many times do I have to plug them before I get one of my own? I could use a hug.
Oh, you meant the hug and not the lovable critter?
Both.
Oh.
Well, I'm sad and lonely.
Wow.
We'll be here for you.
In other news,
water is wet.
Yes.
Ladies, if you're listening.
Yeah, we just had Mother's Day.
We did. We did. Well, greatest segue ever. We'll just go ahead and show you what the upcoming broadcasts are going to be here on Fest 29 over the next few weeks. Next week, Homestead, Miami for the Truck Series. Yeah. That'll be a fun one. Dale's already excited about that one. May 26th, we'll be at Charlotte. Then Kansas on June 9th. Then I'll be back on the behind the wheel at Watkins Glen for the Roadsters. I may show up for another one, possibly, because I didn't get a chance to run at Daytona last week. We will explain why later. But we will be running Watkins Glen on the 11th, definitely. Then Martinsville and Darlington for the trucks. Finish going to July 4th weekend. Then the Cup Series back in action at Daytona on the 9th of July. Chicagoland for the Truck Series on the 14th. Echo Park Speedway on the 16th of July, and Truck Series at Nashville Super Speedway on the 21st. All of those live here on Fast 29, 9:15 p.m. Eastern. Be sure to like, subscribe, and get notified.
That's a good mix of tracks right there.
All right, restart. Shane Therian. Oh, spun the wheels on the outside, but Delimic. Now remember, these guys didn't pit up here. That definitely showed with that 67 truck on the outside. And they're 3 wide behind them. Getting a little racy back here. Oh, Murata down on the apron. Long sideways, Murata.
Hold it, he got it.
Nice save by that 62. And we're on board with the highest heart rate in the field.
Yeah, those different strategies of choosing not to pit and pitting, the field is really mixed up right now. We got, Austin Spencer right now up 17 positions off that pit stop right now in 5th place. Tom Bourne just dropped back 2 positions, but the field is really mixed up based on that, pit strategy call right there.
Well, here's the difference between fresh tires and no pitting right here.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think some of the drivers I was talking to pre-race kind of held some cards close to their chest on the tire wear front, because Tom Bourne is already up to P2 and he's just driving by these guys. But then again, we only have 3 sets of tires. I do like this alternate strategy of staying out. You just gotta hope for a quick yellow.
And not be one by getting ran over for the lead here. He gained 4/10 of a second a lap. Look at that. And he's to the front.
He used that intimidator button to get by him, you know?
Ah, the intimidator button.
He certainly pressed, what was it, Y to intimidate?
Yes.
I mean, I was a PlayStation boy, so...
that would have been triangle.
Triangle, yep. There you go.
Yes. Is it, well, was it triangle or circle? Somebody will have to tell us later in the chat.
Yeah, us old folks, we can't remember that well.
Yeah. Look who's found the high line, Jamie.
Well, that's that 81 truck of Noah Joyce.
Who'd have thunk it, right?
Well, I mean, super speedways, absolutely, but once you're off the plate tracks, because I refuse to call them drafting tracks.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, Noah's going to go where the speed is. He's not necessarily going to go to the high line, but you will usually find him up there. It was always nice to race against Noah.
There's a look at his speed pass live telemetry off the 81 truck. Early rides in 14th. Ooh, and he catches the wall himself. They're really using up some turf back there off turn 2 now.
Yeah.
And while all that's going on, Tom Bourne has extended his lead over Bronson Stafford to 3 seconds. He's gone.
In about a lap and a half. That's crazy.
There he is. And somewhere back there he is. There's second place. Yeah, Stafford's moved into second.
Looks like he's caught the back of the field already.
Here's a look at the last pit stops. This is the top 10 as they run right now, and you can see the no-stop guys. There's only 2 of them left in the top 10. Tarian, who started on the point, and Badimlik, who started alongside. You can see where they've slipped back to already.
I think Tom Bourne's still pushing. We saw him get into the wall there just a little bit off of turn 2, but he's extending the lead, 3.2 seconds. He's just gone.
Just putting the car exactly where he wants to. Just able to push it as much as possible.
The 38 truck of Tarian continues to fall back. He's down to 7th place right now.
There he is.
Both Barnes and Merzlak have gotten by him.
Demlick's falling back as well here in the 67. That's Swong Do on the inside. Doug DeNice following along with Tommy Bordeaux.
Okay, so far fresh tires are making a massive difference right now.
Yeah, if they get a long green run here, Jamie, these guys that didn't pit are going to be pretty cooked, don't you think?
Yeah, they might be cooked, but we can hope that the strategy here flips. Because if we do get that long green flag run, all the guys that pitted just used up a set of tires. And the guys that didn't still have that extra set sitting in the pits. Maybe you did a caution at the end, throw some tires on, and you'll be Tom Bourne going through the field out to a 3.5 second lead.
Really got a good bunch of cars there together. A lot of side-by-side action right now going through the corners.
They're staring at the 38. He's still slipping back because that's, I think it's Antonio Ruiz down on the inside there, getting out of the way.
Better to be safe than sorry. Faster cars approaching, sometimes it's better to move out the way and save your truck.
Yeah, and you don't want to be the guy that wrecks the leaders or causes a caution. Nobody wants to be Cody Ware.
Cody
I don't think
Ware
Cody
doesn't
Ware
want,
either.
He doesn't want to be Cody Ware. Oh, you go ahead, Dale. Say that line. That was great. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
You said it. We were thinking it at the same time.
Great minds thinking alike. Matt Muir's moved up to 3rd.
I mean, I wouldn't call us great minds, you know. Probably good. Probably okay.
Well, you're certainly minds. We can agree on that.
Yes.
Yeah,
I have in mind.
There's one that exists apparently. You see Matt Muir here, we're running in third. Give him a shout out. Started 16th.
Up 13 spots.
Guys, we've been called out here on social media, and I don't think it's us, Chris. I think this one's at Dale. We've been told we need a swear jar, but instead of swearing, it's every time the vehicles on track get called cars and not trucks.
Dale.
Hey, same chassis, same chassis.
Okay. Apparently, Matthew Rodriguez and Garrett Sidnor having a moment on the backstretch there.
Certainly sounded like Juan Pablo Montoya in that Juicy Fruit truck.
Well, let's go back and take a look and see what happened there between these two off turn 2.
Just some friendly conversation between friends.
Yep, down front stretch here, coming into turn 1. And...
yeah, once you get in the gray, there's just no grip.
Nowhere to go. Yep.
I don't think Sidnor did anything wrong there.
Yeah. I think they had ran side by side for a couple of laps. I think Rodriguez just like, just go. Quit making me be on the outside.
Clearly you want it.
Oh, that's Tyson Lesher. I apologize. It's in the 11. Looks like he's got some serious issues in that Mobile 1 machine now. We got confused with Antonio Ruiz a couple weeks ago when he was in the wrong numbered truck, and I assumed that was the same situation again. So my apologies for the shout out there. There is Antonio Ruiz in the 24, right in front of the leader, actually, right there.
Steven Merzlach just moved up into 5th position, 6 seconds off the lead. I'm still a fan of that 90 truck. I think that cat's got quite the hot rod under him.
There he is. Thanks, Clint. Take a look at telemetry off the 90 truck.
Yeah, I think if Merzlach can get past the 31 here of Poteet, he'll chase down the 72 of Matt Muir and move himself into 3rd position with ease.
Yeah, he's got good pace so far, you know.
But we got a little swirly there.
Yeah, he's looking to get on that inside line to get past him in the corner. And there he has him on the exit.
But guys, we mentioned it.
Oh, look at this. Shane Terry, and he's in the pits.
I saw Austin Spencer in the pits too. We mentioned it in the countdown to green. The fuel window here is about 48 to 52 laps, give or take. And with that caution flag, I expect to see these guys that stayed out probably start to pit here soon. I think they can go further than 50 with that yellow, but some guys might decide to get off those old tires right now, and I think that's probably a good call as we near halfway.
So you're looking at Tarian in the pits now. Probably look at Badimlik sitting in 13th. He's probably going to be looking in the pits here pretty soon as well.
Matthew Rodriguez as well.
There's Badimlik.
Cam Bard followed Steve Merzlach through a while ago after Dylan Poteet hit the wall a bit.
And you can see Badimlik very low on fuel down here.
Hopes and prayers. That's what's in this tank right now.
Been there, done that.
Same.
I actually think my car IRL is out of gas right now. But I'm going to work tomorrow on it, though.
Well, you'll be going on a hope and a prayer, and we wish you luck.
Noah Joyce in the pits. Antonio Ruiz coming out. Look at Noah Joyce in the pit lane. What is that on? Is that Waldo on that one pit sign right here?
That might be another one of those things where it's better not to ask.
I mean, it looks like somebody from Insane Clown Posse.
Could have been. Could have been. Hard to tell from that angle. We'll try and get followed up. That's not of any importance to this, but we still want to talk about it.
Well, now I'm fixated on it, so it's important to me now.
You're welcome. This pack just refuses to quit. Poteet, Bordeaux, Doe, and Denice.
Ooh, Wang Do up there. Hondo, I apologize, up there battling.
There's on board
Yeah,
with
that
the
31
06.
truck is certainly struggling for pace right now. Once Merzlack and Barnes got by him, he's dropped a second to them, and now he's got a truly trained foreman behind him.
I mean, he
Just a
did
nice-
hit the wall when Mers like was side by side with him. I'm wondering if he has a bit of damage.
I like the crossover here from Hondo on Dr. Nice.
Trouble!
Ooh, caution.
Well,
Not seeing anything on timing and scoring. Not entirely sure what happened here.
Weaver's in the pits. Weaver is out. So maybe it had something to do with him, perhaps.
Yeah,
We will go back and see
looks
if we
like
can find out.
Weaver crashed and Darren Ingram crashed, apparently.
Here's Weaver. Oh, Noah!
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Wow,
I'm
that was...
guessing. Yeah, I'm guessing that Noah didn't see Weaver have his hand out the window signaling the pit. And Noah just got those fresh tires, so he was really moving through the field.
And there's your example of fresh tires versus old tires right there. And let's take a look and see from Noah's perspective just how scary this actually was. There's Weaver on the bottom. Oh, he tries to... Oh! I don't know. He had Badimlik in the 67 on the high side there. And I don't know if he was trying to get underneath him and just never saw Weaver on the bottom or what happened there. That was kind of a bizarre situation there.
I'm not entirely sure the timing of this caution is what those guys that just made green flag pit stops wanted to see. I don't think anybody made it on the lead lap. They may be able to take the wave around here, but I mean, now you're just on basically the same strategy and you lost all your track position.
So Bronson Stafford is listed as the leader. He's in the 61 right here. There are a couple of trucks in front of him on the tail end of the lead lap. You've got Nick Baker there in the 79. I believe Darren Ingram is in front there as well. Yep. And the 24 of Antonio Ruiz was already a lap down. He was actually 2 down, so he's now 1 back now. I believe that's why I've got my scoring there, if anybody wants to check my math there. He might actually be back on the lead lap now. Can't tell. But
yeah, Shane was a lap down coming out of the pits. Now he's back on the lead lap, tailing the longest line.
So it looks
Austin
like
Spencer.
Baker went ahead and pitted, so he's no longer going to be in the wave around position. Dallas Frew gets the lucky dog in the 95. So now another mixed bag of strategy here.
Yeah. A lot of those guys who pit before the caution, fresh tires, a lot of fuel. Also, the deep end of the pack. You want to see how Shane works his way through the field.
As we saw that 31 truck struggling, it's going to be interesting seeing him restart here, second in line on that low lane with Merzlack in the 90, who did take fresh tires under this yellow.
Well, we're going to go ahead and over-rev this restart.
Oh, big trouble.
Big trouble.
That's bad news for Tom Bourne.
And that happened so quick, I can't get my over rev turned off. There we go.
Hopefully the AMR safety team has arrived at that 16 truck. That was a nasty impact into the wall.
Let's go back and take a look at it here. He just gets loose in turn 4. Takes Muir goes for the wild ride. Oh, and Baker gets a piece of it. No, I'm sorry, it's Dewey Schramm that got a piece of it toward the end there.
Joey Chapman got a piece of it too.
I was concerned about that happening on the restart because, you know, that 16 cars had amazing pace. You know, it was the second car, well, fourth car in the second line, but still.
Yeah, I think he just got a little too high and jumped the cushion on the cold tires, and around it went.
Oh, and there's Chapman getting involved. Man, if he had blinked out in time, he wouldn't have hit him.
Just a second earlier would have been okay.
It's Tom Bourne.
Just getting loose on fresh tires and...
Oh! Hi, Matt Muir. Oh! Another contact with Dewey Schramm.
I'm seeing Steven Merzlak has returned to pit lane. I thought he snuck through that accident.
Oh, he did get a piece of it right there. You saw the 90.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, he did.
Oof,
that's a hard hit there at the end.
And another one.
And another one.
Well, guys, that has really hurt some of these cats and their hot rods out here tonight. That blows this race wide open.
Race is on now, boys.
Oh, the race is definitely on now.
And now we're going to have to see who all was involved with that, how well they can repair that damage. Go ahead and take a look at the repair list here. There's Tom on the list now. And we'll take a look at the top 10. So here's the top 10 last pit. Stafford and Barnes, they stayed out, and they are going to have a lot of tires behind them. Poteet back there in 4th took 2 tires, apparently. That's an interesting strategy.
On an already struggling 31 truck. I don't know. It's certainly a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see how it plays out.
Well, sometimes you take those 2 tires if you're tight. Sometimes you can get 2 tires and it'll loosen it up. So we'll have to see how it goes.
If he just got all rights, you know, no lefts.
Accidentally left a button unchecked like somebody has done before, but I'm not going to name names.
Oh, I think we've all done that.
Me. Barnes takes off with the lead.
Shot out like a cannon right there.
Bordeaux, though, those fresh tires, here he comes.
What's that Bordeaux car truck again? What is?
Norm to the lead.
Yeah, here he comes and there he goes.
Oh, trouble!
Ooh.
Tyler Rush. No caution has been called.
No
Caution's
caution.
out. There it is.
Late
there
call.
it is. Late call.
Yeah.
But Tyler Rush involved in the backstretch. He did not. We can confirm that one. Somehow he missed it, I believe. It's hard to tell the difference between Baker and Schramm out there.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how this one started.
Those cold tires are not fun. Saw the caution before.
Oh, contact between him and Stafford.
Yep, he definitely got the old boot scooting boogie right there. And around he went.
He sure did, Clint. And that was Dewey Schramm right there in the 98, not Nick Baker in the 79. Fourth caution. Tommy Bordeaux will be staying out. Cam Barnes pits. That worked to his strategy a little bit now, as he did not pit on the last caution. Neither did Stafford.
Yeah, but he still lost a lot of track position by pitting off strategy here.
Poteet back in as well. Now again, some of this information we are getting, just to clarify, some of the information we get as far as 2 tires, 4 tires, fuel only, that type of situation, that is speculative. So it's kind of hard to tell exactly what they do unless we ask them, which obviously we won't do. But it's assumptions, not actually what it is. As Norm is pushing the pace truck.
Keep the illusion up, you know?
It's something we won't do yet, but one more bad joke and I'm probably relegated back to pit lane, and maybe we can get that kind of insight from these guys.
So this is not the camera on the pace truck. This is the camera on the front of Tommy Bordeaux.
I have a joke for that, but once again, it's a fan broadcast, so I can't make that joke.
I have a joke for that I am going to make. I believe that is what our good friend Davey Hazard would call commence loin sniffing.
That's the PG version of what I was going to say.
We are going to wait for the chat to light up on that one. We're just going to wait. We're just going to wait. See if Davey caught that.
That's twice in 2 races here I've used Davey's line. He's going to love that for sure.
You know, I'm a Trek after a while.
Not until I get a lovable critter.
Two unsponsored trucks will lead us to green here. It's Tommy Bordeaux and Huang Do. Oh, there's the rhymers again. Bordeaux, Do. Lead us off turn 4. But Dimlick back up to 3rd. Doug DeNice has worked his way up to 4th. Dallas Frew got that lucky dog a couple cautions ago. Snuck back up there in 5th. Green flag back in the air. 55 laps to go.
Wonder how cautious these guys are going to be with fresh tires. I've seeing multiple incidents these last couple of restarts with the fresh tires and trucks getting loose.
Yeah, we just got to get 3 to 4 laps into this run, and these guys will have some heat tires, and I think we can settle in for a long run again.
Chapman and Rush getting into it as they spar back there for 20th and 21st.
There's Rush.
That's a truck sitting in P2, the 6-7 there. He was on that alternate strategy earlier. It seems to work out for him. Back up to P2.
Need a 6-7 alarm, like right now. Like Pee-wee's Playhouse. Ah!
Incredible. On board Ricky Coletti. Look at him in his office there just chilling. Got that nice visor there as Darren Ingram works the inside. Nice and contact in front of Ron goes Ingram in front of him. And big crash on the back straightaway. Austin Spencer, Noah Joyce.
You jinxed him with the onboard.
We did. Well, we made up for the one where we missed it the last time live, so we caught this one live. That was great. Oh, Tarian involved as well. The 38, he's rolling away.
Tommy almost had a 1 second gap between Budimic and second.
A lot of guys with really good evasive action there. And then
just like you said, Jamie, cars are tight, tires are loose.
Trucks are in walls. Saw that 96 just get tight off of turn 2, maybe jumped the cushion, popped it in the wall, and went right around off the nose of Ingram. Or turned Ingram in this case.
25 truck there involved as well.
I think that whole row of trucks hit the wall at the same time because the Napa truck hit the wall as well. So it's like that whole top line just decided to kiss the wall together.
Another one for the swear jar.
Kiss the wall?
No, you said a car.
I've said it like 4 times. Called myself a couple times, but you know what? Hey,
Life's short. Rage bait Davey.
it's a hobby of ours.
Davey
you know?
has reacted in chat. Not the way I was expecting, but that's okay. And DJ Harris also reacted in chat. Very happy for the Davey Hazard mentions. That's cool. We're happy to entertain the troops here, folks.
Do I have a limit on the amount of times I can refer to these trucks as cars? Davey?
Yeah, how much you want to pay?
Oh, I'm broke.
We have questions. We have questions, Davey.
I have questions as well, and they're directed to Davey and DJ, and it's, why are you guys in chat and not on the track?
Yeah, why are you pulling a Dewey Schramm?
Yeah, on the night that Dewey Schramm is on track and not in chat.
Everybody should be here for Dewey Schramm.
There he is.
Got the
Dodge.
Shramminator out here on
there.
the track. In case you can ride.
The Shraminator Raminator.
Oh, I love it.
I like that. Like that.
That's my one good one for the night, folks. Write it down before I copyright it.
You've had a couple. You've had a couple.
I've had a couple tonight. Yeah, we're doing good.
Oh, he said he's race directing and he's stressed.
Oh, I can understand that. Okay, that makes sense now.
All right, DJ, what's your excuse?
He's from Canada.
I will do
That's his
anything
excuse.
to not race.
There it is. Well played. Tommy Bordeaux, Nicholas Bedimlik on the front row for this restart. Dallas Frew and Huang Do, row 2. Doug Denice, Stephen Merzlack in row 3. Coming to the end of the 5th caution. We might get this done before I have to go to bed. As
That
the pace
seems
car goes
unlikely.
in. Yeah, it's coming down to it now. Green flag back in the air. That
Norm
outside
with a good
line
start.
again. That's still not the place to restart.
My boy Hong Do holding out in top 4 right now.
I'm surprised. I thought those guys 3 wide there were going to have another incident, but they held it together. Good racing.
Knock on wood.
Cam Barnes making a move there on Doug Denice into turn 3.
And Nice
Nicholas
trying to work
Williams.
the top side. They're going to go 3 wide behind him off turn 4. Woo!
Dives low.
It's Poteet, the 31.
Sindor and Poteet side by side.
Well, looks like we maybe are settling into a bit of a run here. So we're going to do tonight's Scott Pruitt. Hi to my family at home. Shout out of the race. Tonight, it's a somber shout out. Chris mentioned earlier that he wasn't able to race last week, and we heard the unfortunate news that his dad, Ernie, passed away. So tonight's shout out goes to Ernie and the entire Pickett family. You've all been in our thoughts.
Appreciate that, Jamie. Been a rough week, but nothing heals the heart better than watching a bunch of yin yangs run around in a in a virtual
Big
setting
show.
online.
And getting paid for it.
Does the heart good. But definitely appreciate that. It's been a rough go, but we're gonna be all right. And Dad's watching this hopefully from above, and hope he's enjoying it.
He probably wants to send me back to pit road too.
Yeah.
Oh, trouble on the backstretch.
Ooh, caught it right on time.
Stefanu, Shane Terrian involved. You could not have timed that shout out any better, Jamie. Wow.
That was good. That's my one. I'll pack it up.
No kidding. I think that's for all of us there.
Take a bow, Jamie. Take a bow.
It's been a rough night for that 38 truck.
It has.
Yeah.
See how beat up it is as it is. Stefanu in the 25 just ahead.
I think we've seen this film before.
There it is. Yep, off
Hits
the wall.
and
Around goes somebody, and then he let off the brake and just let him have it again in the door.
Even out the damage there.
yeah, that first pit stop really messed him up right there.
I'm gonna go deep into the lore here for this reference. Guys, tonight, these drivers need to take a page out of Matthew Steelman's playbook and learn to stay oof the wall.
Excellent.
That wall off turn 2, it don't move no matter how many times you hit it.
It does move a little bit more since it has the safer barrier now.
It flexes a bit.
It
just
it
bounces
flexes,
you off
yes.
and into the truck to your inside.
It's a springboard.
This race should have been sponsored by USORL Barriers, you know.
Look at this strategy mix up now.
Fuel only. Ooh.
I like it. This is what we want to see.
Now
Ford
some
laps.
of this was from the previous cautions, so Tommy Bordeaux is the first one to pit on this cycle from the lead. He'll restart 10th with 4 freshies. So these 4 tires over here, except for Tommy, these are at least 9 laps old over here.
And 9 laps with what we've seen tonight, that could pay dividends for Tommy Bordeaux. He could be pulling a Tom Bourne and zoom his way right up to the front. But that also means these guys that stayed out, I think they have one more set of tires sitting in the pits. If we did another yellow, they might be in good shape.
Probably about to go green right now. We got, what, 38 laps left to go once the green flag drops?
But we can certainly make it on fuel from here, but these drivers are going to be screaming for tires.
Look at Nicholas Bedemlick's day. You can see where he did not pit right here. Earlier when we were talking about him falling back. But he's worked his way back up through these cautions right through this section here, back to where he restarts up front here with Pam Barnes.
Yeah, the biggest sufferer so far has to have been Tom Bourne. Car dominant all at front the whole time. Pitted, fresh tires, spun it. Now down at 20th.
There he is.
But can he pull a SVG and make his way back up to the front?
You're going to find out. That truck did take a lot of damage in that wreck, but Bedemlick leads off into turn 1. Barnes and Poteet side by side for second.
A little loose back there. A couple cars 3 wide.
Dewey Schramm in the middle. Frew on the bottom. Thought better of that and got off the apron. Thank you very much.
Yeah, someone's about to get whacked in the rear.
Oh. That was quick. Well done. Oh, Merzlach into the wall off turn 2. He saves it. He's probably thinking, oh, we're good. Not a scratch on that AC Delco machine. What was I saying? He's fine.
I'm getting a report from the pits that Antonio Ruiz had a laptop black screen and crash, and he may be out of this race, or at least out of contention.
Ooh.
He's back in 26th. There he is. He's still out there, but
I'm
that's
good to see he's
unfortunate.
still out there.
That must have happened early, and that's what caused him to be back in the pack like that.
Currently 7 laps down. But still competing.
Never say die. Frew underneath Spencer. That is not for position. Spencer is a lap down.
Confirmed the 72 truck of Matt Muir has retired from this race. Not surprised after he was barrel rolling down the track.
That is information we did not have before, considering he went firewall deep through the catch fence. But we appreciate the report. Thank you.
It's what I do.
They just figured that the damage was just too severe, Jamie, you think?
I'm hearing that his pit crew was all out having an ice cream, and they figured it was better just to continue than to try to repair that truck.
I want ice cream.
Yeah, Ice cream sounds nice right now.
It really does.
You're the boss. Expense it.
I should. Got all this cheer wine up here too. We're doing good. Okay, that is a mess of red trucks.
Yes, that is.
Bourne up the middle with Baker on the outside, Schramm on the bottom.
Do it just so let me take the path of least resistance and go low and let these guys go by before a wreck happens.
Oh, look at this pack up here. This is around 5th place. Denice, Ingram. Got Trowick and Frew up there along with Merzlak. Sidnor trying to close the gap behind him.
Good gaggle of cars right there. Driving really close. Or trucks racing really close.
Call it a GG, will you? 3 wide, maybe? Frew on the bottom. Made it work, and they're 3 wide behind him.
4 wide, looks like.
Almost 4 wide with Sidnor on the apron. Oh, that was close for Trowick and Sidnor. Doe sliding underneath. And again, that 13's a lap down, but he's in this fight as well. He is the first truck 1 lap down, so he's in the lucky dog position right now for Austin Spencer.
Yep, lucky dog with 30 laps to go. Up front, Nicholas Budemic has about almost a second gap between him and Poteet in second place.
There's a look at that. Poteet just hanging on to second, but barely, it looks like right now.
Just fighting that car, he's giving it everything he's got, Captain.
Yeah, I think Norm behind him here is going to start to get impatient with 29 to go.
Norm!
And
to the
there he
bottom.
goes.
Looks low.
Yeah, Bordeaux knew he needed to make quick work of that so he can go chase down that 6-7 truck and battle it out for the win with 28 to go.
6-7.
And Bordeaux closed in.
Like
he cut the lead in half, and more than in half in less than a lap. He's here. He's ready.
There's the battle right there.
Catching 1 lap. Chris, I think he's caught him now.
That's relative terms. It's about to change here in just a second. It'll flip-flop and it'll show Budimlik falling back here pretty soon. Outside for the lead. Tommy Bordeaux back out front. Norm!
Makes the pass on the high side.
Made it look good. See, look at that, losing 23 hundredths of a second per lap down there. Already pulled out to half a second lead in a half a lap.
And that's exactly what we were talking about. Tommy gave up some of that track position to pit for new tires, and he's got significantly new tires than the rest of the field, and just drove his way up from 10th place into the lead.
Working lap 95 here at the Rock. Bordeaux out front. Battle for second is on. Frew, Budimlik. Merzlak trying to close the gap as well. Had that little damage earlier with the big wreck with Mir and Bourne earlier. He's back up here. Here comes Frew to the bottom.
Yeah, good recovery by Steve right there. It's going to follow Dallas through at the bottom.
Merzlak to third.
It's a 2-for-1 special right there.
Question is, can they chase down that 57 of Norm? I don't know.
This is Frew to Bordeaux. About 13 hundredths of a second off right now.
You see Tommy has 3-lap newer tires than Steven Merzlak, but I still like that 90. That cool cat's got a hot rod under him, and look at that, he took damage in that massive accident, and he's still up here in P3.
I do think if Merzlak gets by Dallas, he could chase down Tommy in these closing laps.
It'd be tight because Bordeaux's out to a 2.5 lead. He's just driving away from him. As we have quite the gaggle going on back here. 3 wide off of turn 4.
Doe in the middle, Trewick on the outside, contact with him and Barnes.
Saves it.
Oh, they're still trying to save it. Great job of driving by everybody there.
That was risky.
Wow.
3 wide, almost turned 4 wide.
Yeah, Barnes is not going to be happy about that contact.
He gets
back at it
pushed up
here.
the track right there.
Doe doors into Barnes, then he tries to stay off of him, knocked into Trewick. That was a wreck that just didn't happen. Past Krastowski, he's on the apron.
Heading to the pits. Cam Barnes currently trapped behind Garrett Sindor, trying to get wide. Wongdo looks low.
3 wide off 4 again here.
I think those 2 tires on the 31 truck are not working out for him.
Tags the wall again.
It's been 32 laps since the 31's been on pit road. You can definitely see him shove there off turn 4, Sidnor to the bottom.
No, it falls in line, gets low. Nearing the closing stages of the race with 16 to go.
The top 3 have just driven away.
Yeah, Tommy Bordeaux's almost got like a 2-second gap between him and Dallas in second place.
Merzlak to the outside. Oh, I'm sorry, I mislooked that. That was Rush on the outside of Stefanu there. Now there's going to be a battle for second as they close up on traffic.
And Merzlak trying to use these lap cars as a pick.
Stefanu gets out of the way.
Low.
Now Rush using Merzlak's line a little bit there. Still gets the run underneath the lap traffic.
Yeah, those two cost him a lot, though.
Battle for second. About even right now over the last 5 laps.
Yeah, but you can see Merzlak has significantly new tires than Dallas Frew, and he just cannot find a way by that 95 truck.
Trying to close the gap back up a little bit.
Oh, those cheated up Chevys out there, you know.
As a Ford leads out here. Quick shout out to the manufacturers here real quick. Ford leading, 2 Chevys, a Ram, and another Chevy finishing out the top 5. Top Toyota's Bronson Stafford in 6th. He's the only one in the top 10.
So see, how can the Yodas be cheating? Okay.
Well, when there's only 3 in the field total. Here, we'll even prove that real quick. Here is the actual, there's the Toyotas. That's where they're running right now. That's all of them in the field, folks.
Ooh, not the best day.
Let's look at Chevy. A little better. Ford, led by Tommy. And the Rams.
Tommy out there 1.5 ahead of Dallas. We got 8 laps to go, people.
Frew trying to work his way through the traffic. Merzlak right on his heels.
Ooh.
Oh, 95 up in the wall.
That's
That would
it.
give Merzlak a run into 3.
Here he comes. Gets that nose to the left rear.
Side.
Now let's try to squeeze him a bit. Steven kind of forced his way through. He's like, "You're not gonna squeeze me to the apron. I'm moving you out the way."
Yeah, 8 to go. All bets are off.
Merzlak to second. He's got a second and a half to make up in 8 laps. He's faster.
He's getting it. Potentially might have been conserving his tires a little bit for a late run.
And these are matched tires pretty much as well. He's faster. I don't think he's going to have enough time.
No, our info is showing about 8 to 9 laps till catch him. But catching him is one thing and passing him is another.
I mean,
And we're coming to 6 to go here. I don't think Merzlak is going to get him.
looks like he's cashing a what? 3/10 a lap?
1300s.
Tracker has him catching him at the checkered flag. I don't know. He might get to him.
He's
And,
2/10 faster. He may have a shot here, guys.
He may have to pull the old boot, scoot, and boogie. But,
He's getting larger in this
might.
camera here.
He's gaining so much momentum.
That's him right there.
So much speed.
We could have a battle on our
He's
hands
got
here,
him.
folks.
He's getting them.
As Merzlak saved up enough to get Bordeaux. Classic battle between these two.
0.5 back.
He was a second more back, passing through. Can he get there? We got Poteet here, I believe. No, I'm sorry, it's Trawick in the 56 on fresher tires just behind.
And that is for position. Trawick's caught Merzlak and got
He
back
is.
through.
I apologize. Yes, he's in this battle as well. I thought it was a lap down. My apologies. I got him confused with somebody else. This is a 3-way battle for the lead with 3 to go.
3 different manufacturers. 3 laps to go.
Ruiz.
That's what you love to see.
Good job there. Here we go.
Two to go at the line.
Merzlak, he's there.
Does he use the bumper?
Who
Does
uses
Trawick
the bumper
use
on
the
who?
bumper?
Trawick right there.
Trawick is there too.
Oh, in the wall.
Ooh.
Trawick, hang on to it. That's going to put him out.
We've seen before Dallas Frew come out of nowhere. Could these 3 take each other out and Frew sneak by with another win?
He's there, yeah. Coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go at the Rock.
Tommy gives a high line to defend a bit, goes down low. Does not want to give that
Merzlak
inside
to the
line.
rear bumper off of 2.
This is it. Go
Never
time.
lift.
Merzlak looks low. Bordeaux to the apron.
They wash
Here comes
up.
Trawick to the bottom. Off turn 4. To the line.
God.
It's Bordeaux. Trawick steals second from Merzlak at the line. Tommy Bordeaux takes the cookout 120. What a great finish at the Rock.
That was a see God or a checkered flag moment right there.
Great finish by these drivers, and they all kept it clean to the line. That was
Great
well done.
stuff. Great stuff. Good battle. And here's the 3 trucks.
How about that? Bordeaux making his return to the USORL and ends up in victory lane. I mean,
Norm to victory lane.
who would have thought?
And
Great racing right there.
it happened. We saw it. Rodriguez into the end of the pit lane. It finally happened for you, Jamie, just after the fact.
Attenuator? I hardly know her.
Excellent work. Tommy Bordeaux burns it down here at the Rock. We'll be talking to our top 3 finishers here momentarily. You hear Darren talking about that. I can't get over there to mute
down.
him. There we go. Now he's muted. Big burnout for Tommy Bordeaux. He deserves it tonight. What a great battle.
Yeah, he really flipped the race the second half of the race.
All right, we're going to take a look at our unofficial results here tonight. Tommy Bordeaux, 45 laps led here tonight, is your winner. Steven Merzlak, 0.13 of a second behind. Blake Trowick, a dead tie for second place.
Ooh. Ooh.
It originally said Trowick in second. This is my timing and scoring is saying Trowick in second, Merzlak third, but that I believe is going by their numbers. So I guess we're gonna have to have an admin take a look at that one, figure out who's actually second, who's third.
I think the ticker had
it had Trowick, but
yeah.
I think it's going because he's number 56 and Merzlak is 90. Because on this screen we got him as second and third the other way.
We need that fourth digit.
We do, and I don't have one. Unbelievable finish between those two. This is the unfortunate part right here. All of these Tom Warrens down here, and unfortunately he comes home in 13th tonight.
Just spinning the tires on that last not last restart, but that second restart just really messed him up.
Unfortunately. All right, well, let's go ahead and have a look here at our podium finishers. Well, if I can get anything to work right, there we go. All right, there we go.
So yeah,
we'll be ready for our podium now. So we'll go ahead and get down to who do we got in there right now, you guys? Got them populating here yet?
No, they're celebrating right now, having a good time. Just give them a couple minutes.
Yeah, nobody's ready yet. Okay, that's fine. They don't want to talk to us. We don't want to talk to them. Whatever.
While we wait on our podium finishers, I'm getting word from the pit lane that's the 6-7 truck of Nicholas Boldimic. Sorry, I butchered your name. I know I did. That's why I call you the 6-7 truck.
Well done.
He stayed out with 40 to go and still had 2 sets of tires in the pits.
Oh, wow.
That's just bad
bold
strategy.
Yeah, that bold strategy did not pay off, Cotton.
No, it did not.
He should at least use 2. He would have been fine using 2 with the pace he had right there, but yeah, not the smartest decision making right there.
Well, we'll take a look real quick at the upcoming broadcast while we wait for the guys to come in here. Again, Homestead next week for the Truck Series next Tuesday night. Charlotte the week after, Memorial Day week. Then Kansas on June 9th. I'll be back behind the wheel of a Mazda on June 11th at Watkins Glen. And again, I may show up for another one after missing Daytona a couple weeks ago, so we'll see how that works out. So just pay attention to what happens on Fast 29 in the next few weeks. And then back for the Truck Series on June 30th at Martinsville, followed by Darlington, Fast 29's favorite track. And then Daytona, the Cup Series, July 9th, back in action for season, was it 13 for the Cup Series? On July 9th.
I can't even count that high anymore.
Yeah, we're having to borrow people now to count that. It's crazy. Then we've got Chicagoland for the Truck Series on the 14th, Echo Park on the 16th for the Cup Series, and Nashville July 21st. That's the next 10 broadcasts scheduled for Fast 29. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and get notified. All broadcasts starting around 9:15 Eastern. Sometimes we're a little bit lax with that, like we were tonight. So,
I found them, Chris. I found them.
We got our guys?
I got 2 of them, yeah.
All right. Well, while we get them ready, I'm going to make a quick adjustment here real quick. Now we're good. All right, let's bring our podium finishers in here. Who we got first?
This is Steven Merzlak.
Merzlak!
Number 90 AC Delco Chevrolet Silverado.
Thank you for saying your entire thing. I wasn't even sure you were in here yet, so that's awesome. Steven Merzlak, hey! What's up? Crazy finish between you and Blake there at the end. You guys had a great battle chasing down Tommy. Tell us about that run tonight.
Oh, I mean, I can't thank everybody enough that works on this truck. I mean, it's a concentrated team effort from top to bottom. Yeah, I mean, I got in a hole early on taking my first set of tires when I didn't mean to, so I was like, I can't run the tire advantage, so I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. And despite having a couple trucks land on top of me at some points, kept the nose mostly clean, and I just got into the right strategy at the end. I was able to push. It just wasn't enough to get to Tommy. And then I noticed he was doing that defensive line going down in a 3, and I tried to back up a little bit, and I still followed him. But I saw that open a door for Blake. I'm like, crap, here we go again, 2 weeks in a row. So I think I got him again. We'll find out. I don't know if we'll have to change the results or not, but I mean, in a win in your in system, this is the second best thing, because I don't know how often I'm going to be able to win a race. So at least to be the best of the rest so far warms my cold, dead heart.
There you go. And I will tell you this, Steven, I don't honestly know what position you're in, because I have 3 different things pulled up, and each one of them has you 3rd, another one has you 2nd, another one has you 3rd. We don't know. So it's literally a tie between you and Blake. I honestly don't know where you're at. They're going to have to take a look at the cameras, and I had the wrong camera pulled up. I didn't even look at that either. Couldn't tell. So admins, you're going to have to look at that one, guys. And yes, yep. We do have to give Steven Merzlak the Ryan Newman Award for trucks landing on him so far. He's, 2 for 3 now?
Yeah, I believe 2 for 3.
Excellent. Good record so far. That's very good.
Yeah, where are we at next week?
We are at we just said
Homestead,
it.
baby.
Homestead. Yeah. Homestead. There's a chance for that again.
I can do that again.
Yeah, we can do that again. We're going to have to make a Steven Merzlak land on him tracker. We're going to start looking at that. Make an overlay.
Paint bullseyes on everybody else.
Love it. Well, you mentioned your sponsors on that 90 truck. Go ahead with the shout outs. You know what to do, bud.
Oh, I mean, can't thank everybody enough. TWB Racing, Tommy got himself another one that's incredible. Garrett, Hen Dewey, Austin, all the others at the shop that I can't think of right now. Bringing good trucks at Apex Motorsports and good AC Delco parts, and whatever Interstellar does, they do a good job of that. And just keep on going, show up, do what we do best.
And how you feel about your chances next week at Homestead, besides possibly getting landed on again?
I like that place. I always like Homestead.
Yes.
So really looking forward to it next week.
Well, we look forward to seeing how you do next week, Steven. Congratulations on the P3-2 something. You're on the podium. We know that. So whichever position you end up here, and it's a point difference. So hopefully we figure that out. But congratulations on it. Great battle. Great racing for you tonight. It was awesome to watch. And we'll see you next week at Homestead, bud.
All right. Thank you, guys. Take care.
Steve Merzlak, driver of the number 90 AC Delco Chevy, brings it home P1, P2 or P3. We haven't figured it out yet. All right. Who we have next, guys? We got
race winner.
Our race winner's in here. Tommy Bordeaux. How you doing, bud?
How we doing, Chris and Dale and Jamie? How's it going, baby? Woo! We're back. Woo!
How about that Norm ride coming home P1 tonight?
Oh, man, I'll tell you what. Hey, shout out to Cameron Barnes. So, man, I'll tell you what. He painted this thing up for me like last minute. Didn't know if I was going to even make it, and I barely did. And I did a little bit of practice, and I qualified okay. But the race is always something different, and I don't know, man. I mean, this was a very exciting one. I hope it was exciting on back home too for all the fans. What a terrific day. This is awesome.
Man, I'll tell you what, it was an interesting strategy all night long, comers and goers, and it seemed like you hit the right strategy at the right time, put you up front when you needed to.
I did, and it's because I can tell the future. I pit, well, on the last yellow flag pit there, I only had one more set left, and I took it. And I said, what am I going to do, bring these tires home? I don't think so. I filled it full of gas, and because I had to hedge against there being, more cautions. And I looked at the crystal ball and said, yeah, no more cautions. So I knew I needed to be conservative, but still get to the front, get myself in a good position. I played out exactly like I would have wanted it. It could not have been, well, maybe I didn't want it to be as close. Couldn't have done one more lap. But a great finish nonetheless. And it's just, I know, for the fans at home, that's 2 in a row for TWB Racing, and it feels really good to get one, especially at a track like the Rock.
It was great to have you back in the field. First of all, Tommy, congratulations on the win. That's awesome for you and the team. You don't have really that many partners, I guess, on that truck tonight, it looks like. But
No,
feel free to tell us
yeah,
about them, though. Tell us about Norm.
I was gonna say we rolled this thing out the trailer. This is one of the backup cars. This is Ho Wong's backup car. It's an inverse, so we could tell which one's the backup or not. I'm not too good at differentiating between different shaped objects. So basically, we put the 57 on it and we rolled it out there. And but it's a lot more than that. You know, it's everybody back at the TWB Racing shop. My teammates, Garrett, Ho Wong, Steven had a great run tonight, finishing on the podium. I don't even know if he was second or third.
We
so
still
close.
don't know. You need to look at our graphics.
Yeah.
So when you go back and look at this, we don't know. One's saying second, one's saying third. It's awesome.
Absolutely. Garrett, Henrietta, Austin, Steven, Ho Wong. It's a great group. I wouldn't want to be with anybody else on the racetrack. I really think this is just the right people at the right organization. And when that happens, special things are the result. And I think tonight, last week, that's what you're seeing here.
It definitely showed tonight that Ford comes home in victory lane tonight. Tommy, how do you feel about Homestead next week? You going to be able to make it first of all? And if you do, how do you feel about your chances?
Well, I give myself maybe a 5% chance of making it.
Okay.
You know, the oil business right now is pretty rocky, as you know. So I may be on the rig, I may not be. There's no telling. But boy, if I am there, you know what? I'm just looking for a clean top 10 day, nothing crazy. I mean, I know it's a winner in playoff, and it would take a miracle for me to show up enough to be in that. But if I was, it would be a good step towards that, and hopefully I can, and we can perform at least half as good as we did today.
Well, if you do, you're right back where you are tonight. So, congratulations on your win tonight, Tommy. Glad to have you back in the field, buddy, and we will hopefully see you next week at Homestead.
Thanks so much, Chris. Thanks to you, Dale and Jamie, and everybody at Fast 29. And you guys are the best. Thanks for putting this on. All the fans watching back home. Love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. It was Mother's Day a couple days ago. You know that.
Yes.
Man, feels good.
Go celebrate it, buddy. Congratulations. Tommy Bordeaux, driver the number 57, Norm Ride, wins it here tonight at The Rock. All right, guys. Well, we'll take a look real quick at our point standings unofficial. We'll give just a second here to get them loaded up here. So this is, well, it didn't work. Go figure, right? It helps if I turn it on. There we go. Unofficially, there's your top three winners: Garrett Sidnor, Dallas Frew, and Tommy Bordeaux. Again, if he makes the field, he is winning in. So you see he jumped 32 spots up to third place with that win. Steven Merzlak, Huang Do round out the top five right now. Bronson Stafford, Tom Bourne, Shane Therrien, Doug Denice, and Darren Ingram currently your top 10. And we will drop back real quick and take a look at the bubble. I believe it's the top 12 make it in, I believe. So Ricky Coletti is 12th. So that's your cutoff there. Dylan Poteet sliding into 13th behind there. Cam Barnes moving up to 14th. Matt Muir with a big loss tonight with the wreck, drops back to 15th. All right, guys. So final thoughts here from The Rock. Dale, what'd you think about this one tonight, buddy? That was awesome.
It was amazing racing, especially that was last, couple laps, the closing speed, between Blake and Steve to try and catch on Tommy. Like I said earlier, if Steve got by Dallas, he could probably chase down Tommy, prove that correct. I did not expect Blake to come through and try and snipe the second place position, those two cross the line at the same time, but wonderful racing. Can't wait for, Homestead. If it wasn't for Homestead, I wouldn't be a NASCAR fan. Growing up seeing those trucks on the highway, living in Miami, heading to the racetrack, can't wait for that race.
Exciting. Jamie, what'd you think, bud?
Oh, what a great race. These drivers put on a great show for us tonight. I'm not going to lie, a little early on when Tom Bourne was driving away with it, I thought we might be in a little bit of trouble, but we were not. We were treated to a fantastic race. We had comers, we had goers, we had some trouble that really split the strategy. It was great. And then you get Tommy Bordeaux in the booth after a win, and I mean, that guy always brings it. And we were not disappointed when he showed up in the booth. What energy. You can really tell that every win really means something to Tommy, and we love to see it.
Absolutely. Congratulations again to Tommy Bordeaux on the win tonight here at The Rock. Next week, Homestead here on Fast 29. Looking forward to that one. It's going to be a blast as always there. Always great racing, multi-groove. the progressive banking in the turns down there at that 1.5-mile track in Miami is going to be a great one. So make sure you tune in next week here on Fast 29, Tuesday night, 9:15 Eastern. Excited to do that one next week. So, from all of us here at Fast 29, for Jamie Zalecki, Dale Barham, I'm Chris Pickett signing off here from The Rock. Congratulations again to Tommy Bordeaux on the win, and we will see you guys next week from Homestead. God bless you guys. We will see you later.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.